foster parents have great intentions, right? We said they're going to be so excited. You said you're not excited. What are some things that foster parents, and maybe this happened to you, maybe it didn't, could say or should not say when they get a new placement? You know, they're trying their best to make them feel welcome. What should they say or not say?
One thing, I don't know, this is hard because I feel like you should not title your foster kids as your foster kids. Obviously people know, maybe they don't know, I don't know. Most people I feel like know if you have foster kids though, because it takes an army to raise foster kids. Like you have to have people that are supporting you. But you're not gonna say, oh, this is Lainey, my bio kid, this is Luke, my bio son, Tiyanna and Kiyanna, oh yeah, they're my foster kids. So like, you know what I mean? Like, why, like what's the point? Like obviously we already know, they know, like it's just an elephant in the room. Right, exactly. Like just, these are all my kids, Luke, Lainey, Tiyanna, Kiyanna, Hannah, Josh, Rachel, whatever. And just end it like that. I feel like that's a big thing. A story I always tell with this was a gymnastics situation. We used to have, I guess, technically 2-a-days, but we would have practice for 4 hours, and then we'd have something for 2.5, 3 hours. It was just like an open gym kind of shaping, whatever it was. And we were like at our eating break at this point, and there was a little girl who had been adopted. And her mom had come into the gym for whatever reason to like, I don't know why she was in the gym, to be honest. But long story short, by the end of the break we were eating, like her mom literally told her, well, she asked her mom if she could have a bite of her sandwich or something. Like, there was another girl in the gym too, that was the bio kid. And I guess she was sharing her food with the bio kid, and the little girl said, hey, like, could I have a bite of your sandwich or whatever she was eating? And she was like, no, like, you're not my biological kid. I don't want to share my food with you. Like, bro, what? Like, why would you say something like that? And so, I feel like I shouldn't have to tell that story because hopefully nobody...
But it happened.
Right. And that's what I always say, like, there's rules because somebody did something stupid. So, obviously, don't walk around Kroger and say, oh, no, you can't have that Rice Krispie treat because you're not my biological kid. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but... Do you think there are things that they should say?
I know even when you were in kinship, you talked about them talking about your biological parents, right? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so while we were in kinship care, they talked very badly about our dad. It was kind of like an indirect thing, but, you know, we're not dumb, so we knew what they were talking about. And they were kind of like, oh, aren't you so glad you have Wi-Fi? Aren't you so glad that you don't have to worry about the electricity being turned off, or you have food to eat tonight? And although all those things are nice, it's kind of like a backhanded, yes, it was like very backhanded. They also really didn't like how we talked. We were from Middletown, so, you know, we kind of talked differently. And so they really always, like, changed, like, no, you don't say this, you say that. It's not ain't, it's not y'all, it's not whatever.
Or they would ignore us until we said it correctly.
Right.
Like, why, like, what's the point?
Or, like, just because, so I say, like, ax instead of ask. And so he would, like, literally make me repeat my sentence over and over again until I said ask. And that's not even, like, where I came from. So it's just like, I just say that word weird. So, you know, don't do that. That's not cool.
Or making you drink milk. And
yeah. They also made me drink milk, and to this day I will not drink milk. So
Just
yeah.
honor them.
Yeah, so just honor them. And, like, you know, so what we always say is that, like, yes, you know why they're in your care and, like, the negatives, but there's also positives. And so for you to be, like, you know, talking down on their biological parents, like, it doesn't feel good, because how would that feel to you? Like, if someone did that, you know, to you. I also wouldn't pressure the whole, like, mom and dad thing. They'll say it when they're ready.
I feel like that resonates with us as well, because we wanted to, but it's like... It's kind of like finally letting go of, like, our past and stuff. And then I remember, like, with our situation, nobody had ill intent. I know that 100%. Nobody was trying to be rude at all. They were just, like, wondering, but it was getting to the point where people were saying to us or to, like, our mom, like, why aren't they calling you mom? Why aren't they calling you dad? Like, they do all of this stuff for you and you live in their house, but you're not calling them mom and dad. Yeah, I understand that, and I'm sorry you're offended, but, like, I'll get to it when I get to it. Like, that's me personally. And so, like, I remember being so frustrated about that at some points. But again, like, don't pressure that. It will come eventually. Like, they just have to process it and get through it. So.